Alright, so what's up YouTube? This is my fourth attempt at this video. Getting kind of sick of it. Um, the problem was that the other ones had been uh, quite bad actually. I keep messing up, stuttering over myself, and so if you found your way to this video, you probably saw my post on the forums on Hupit. It's taken me a while to get it on YouTube. The first thing was a problem with viruses. The second one was a problem with just what I was saying, and I didn't feel like I was saying it clear enough. And so what sparked this forum uh, entry was that a lot of people are asking what makes a good player. There was this guy who I commented on who talked about, does KD matter? And sure, KD matters sometimes. I mean, depending on who you are. But and so I wanted to touch on some qualities of a good gamer. These are not really skills, more of personalities that come with good gamers. And so a good gamer is confident in their game. So if you're new to a game and uh, you get in a match, let's say it's Call of Duty Black Ops. If you get in there and you don't know what's going on, I might actually get this video banned because um, I didn't make Black Ops. I hope that fixes that problem. But if you get into the match and you don't know what's going on and there's people higher ranked than you, don't be afraid to ask them, hey guys, how do I do this? Or what's this do? What happens if this happens? Where's the objective at? Don't be afraid to ask that. Confident, good players will ask that question so that they're not stuck fighting for some knowledge in the game, while they're losing the games and getting bad KDs, trying to find out where stuff is. Just go ahead and ask. Be confident about it. Also, a good player is confident enough to get into a game and control the team. Um, this doesn't mean that you get in and you start hounding people to start doing what you think they should be doing. This means that when you get into a game, that you're willing to tell people, hey, we gotta take this. Come on, guys, we gotta take this flag. We gotta capture this point. We've got to kill this orc. This is going for every game actually, so don't just think Black Ops or World of Warcraft. I know the new one coming out is Cataclysm, but and so that's one factor about a good player. The next one is good players are mostly humble. A lot of the great players around are very humble. I know that Woody's Gamertag uh, is very humble with what he says in his videos. He doesn't say that he's the best, and even though he has really good content in his videos and he's a really good player when you see his games, he openly admits that he's not the best player around. But you can see that he's good, and because he's a good player and he's not willing to boast about it, he's a humble player. And this just means when the general gaming public gets into Black Ops or whatever they're playing, that they're not uh, they're not trolling people because they have a good KD. I've got to make this under 8 minutes, so I have about 4 minutes left. So I'm gonna try to hurry along here. Um, so a good player is also humble. The third point I made was a good player always has good communication skills. And so when you're in a match and you should know your callouts. You should be willing to tell your team where stuff is going on at and how it's going on there. Um, when you die, you call out where you got killed from. Good players communicate. In free for all, for the most part, this really doesn't matter. But I'm not really considering that. I'm trying to be a good player, and most good players play on a team. So that's that. Along with good communication skills, you're willing to again lead the team. You with your communication skills, you have the ability to tell people where things are happening at and how to do something. And that's just another point that makes a good player. The fourth point I make is good players normally play fair. They're not hacking their uh, Xbox to get J tags. They're not finding loopholes through glitches and rocks. They're playing straight up. They're playing what the game. They're using what the game gives them, and not trying to find things that were never meant to be there to what's the word I could use? I guess to boost their KD or whatever is going on. And so a good player plays fair. I'm not going to touch too much on that because it's a very controversial subject. Lots of people think that playing fair means no quick scoping, no noob tubes, no juggernaut, things like that. But when you play fair, to me it means that you follow the guidelines that the game gives you, that you're not going out of your way to make it easier on yourself so that your kills and your wins come easier and at an unnatural rhythm to the game. The final point I make is a good player is passionate about their game, and a good player is passionate because they love the game that they're playing, and because they're good at it, they're passionate about it, and it makes them a better player. And so there's a forms of passionate players which are really passionate, which do game battles, and they'll actually they prefer to do games instead of going to the movies with their friends, stuff like that. Those are really passionate players. A lot of famous people do that. A lot of famous gamers. I mean, and so those guys are really passionate about video games, and that's cool. That makes them a good player. Yeah, but what I'm trying to touch on is the players like us who aren't famous, and us who uh, have don't have fame in all points of the internet or media. And so a good player like us that's passionate would normally be I'm gonna say the whole time in this video. I'm gonna punch myself in the face after this because I'm not doing another one. I only have like 45 seconds. Um, so as a passionate gamer, they love to play the games they're playing, and they love all aspects of the game they play, and they're very passionate about it, and they'll do whatever it takes to get the game, to play the game, and to enjoy the game. These 5 points I made are the points that I say that I believe make a good gamer. If you don't agree with me, or if you agree with me, leave a comment saying why you don't or why you do, and I will touch on that later, perhaps. My gamer tag is GamerPim. Catch me on Xbox Live. That's all I play on. Sorry, PS3 or PC. It doesn't really matter to you guys, I think, because you guys don't really know me. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. See you later.